Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching episode 14 of my Mystery Monthly Minis. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to episode 14 of my Mystery Monthly Minis. If you've seen this before and you know it works, then you can just skip straight forward to the tasting. Otherwise, the way this works is I have over 150 samples in my sample collection and my wife has kindly picked one and put it into this blue Glencairn glass. The blue glass makes it more difficult for me to see what's in there, and I'll nose it, I'll taste it, I'll tell you if I like it, and I'll have a stab at what I think it is. Should we find out what I'm drinking? On to the whiskey. So if you'd like to play along with me and find out what's in my glass when I do, then just keep watching. Otherwise, take a look in the description now for a sneak peek. Let's start with the nose. Right, so this is really interesting. This is got quite a lot of alcohol vapor. So my instant reaction is it's possibly quite high ABV. It seems quite acidic. Quite fruity as well, like really sharp, like dark fruits, like fermented fruits. Not getting much more at this stage, just the really sort of, you know, sharp, acidic, like fruit notes that are really, really strong. Yeah, there's possibly some sort of sherry or red wine influence there with those sorts of fruits. Although my mind's starting to twist and I'm picking up more cherry now. Reminds me more like a bourbon. Obviously, sometimes whiskies can give off different notes depending on how much they've had time to breathe, and obviously this has only recently been poured, so yeah, it's starting to smell a bit more like a bourbon. Let's see what it's like on the palate. Whew! I think this is high ABV bourbon. Whew. I reckon it's 55% plus. Lots of cherry, brown sugar, vanilla, charred oak. The vapors from this is making my eyes water. It's a very potent dram. There's lots of vapor, making me salivate a lot, which normally corresponds with a high ABV. Yeah, and I'd say that the finish is quite long. Let's have another sip. Yeah, there's some heat just to the liquid, if you know what I mean. As soon as it interacts with my tongue, I can feel the heat building up, and it's not like a peppery heat. It's almost like a warming. It's only when the finish comes that it sort of turns into like a peppery heat. But for me, as is, without water, obviously this isn't giving away too much in terms of flavours. I think it's the sort of dram that would maybe give away more distinct flavours with some water, but it is just brown sugar, vanilla, cherry, charred oak, heat, pepper, bam. It really is potent. I do think it's a bourbon. Don't know what it is. Potentially, I think I've got an Elijah Craig barrel proof in there, which is around 70%. But it could be potentially a few others. I'm just trying to think if I've got any other high proof bourbons. But yeah, this is quite impressive. But I think potentially needs a few drops of water just to tame it slightly and pick out more flavours. Should we find out what's in my glass? Right, so this is the nearest I've got in a long time. It is Elijah Craig barrel proof and it's 67.4% ABV, and it was sent to me by Jez Bhatti. So thanks, Jez, for this bottle of wow, as the guys from Whisky Mystery call it. It really is wow. It's knocked my socks off. And all I can say is I'm glad I got to try it, because yeah, it's an expensive bottle of whiskey. It's one of those things that I suppose unless you're a fan of, you wouldn't necessarily go and spend that sort of money on a bottle. So I'm glad I've got to try it, and yeah, I'm going to take my time with this and try and enjoy it even more. So thanks, Jez, for sharing, and I'll see you next time. Sauncha.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.